Peace and grand rising to the sovereign, original, indigenous, natural, divine heirs. This is the universal, sovereign, original, indigenous, natural, divine, Moorish, American Consular Court. Ego sum governing justice Pauline Denise Ritchie in capitis diminutio nolo in propria persona sui juris in proprio solo and in proprio heredes. My free sovereign appellation of nobility is like Tajiri Bay. No United States corporation company citizens, nor their agents, principals, heirs, nor assigns, has personam jurisdiction, nor subject matter jurisdiction, nor territorial jurisdiction over me, nor over any more. This universal sovereign lawful cause of action is manifested by the original indigenous, sovereign, natural divine people who are the de jure Moorish National Republic Federal Government, the Moorish American Consulate, and the Moorish American Consular Court. Islam. Islam, peace and grand rising to the sovereign, original, indigenous, natural, divine heirs who are the Moorish National Republic Federal Government, the Moorish American Consulate, and the Moorish American Consular Court. This is the universal, sovereign, original, indigenous, natural, divine, Moorish American Consular Court. Ego sum governing justice Pauline Denise Ritchie in capitis diminutio nolo in propria persona sui juris in proprio solo and in proprio heredes. My free sovereign appellation is like Tajiri Bay in capitis diminutio nolo in propria persona sui juris in proprio solo and in proprio heredes. No United States corporation company citizen, nor their agents, principals, heirs, nor assigns, nor any derivatives thereof has personam jurisdiction over me, nor over any more. This universal sovereign cause of action is manifested by the original indigenous, sovereign, natural, divine people who are the de jure Moorish National Republic Federal Government, the de jure Moorish American Consulate, and the de jure Universal Article 3 Moorish American Consular Court. The universal natural area code for this sovereign court is 4S3 WVQVKZ5. This cause of action's sovereign alphanumeric identifier is MACW CAUSE 000000014. And that is the notice to appear to the named corporate person for unlawful occupation of our sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, ancestral land. The date that the corporate persons were commanded to appear is today, January 28th, 1441 on our ancient sovereign moon calendar, 2021 on the Greco-Roman calendar, and the time of their commanded appearance, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Mountain, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Universal Time Coordinated. The public record will show at least 2 or more sovereign Moorish American witnesses who shall witness this sovereign court action, and all who view this sovereign consular court action on the public record are witnesses as well. This audio and video platform does not affect or diminish in any way the sovereign authority, universal power, nor the ancestral efficacy of the commands by this court, nor our consulate, nor our sovereign Moorish American government. Lawful notification was given to the said corporate persons by way of hand delivery by the original indigenous, natural, divine, sovereign Moorish American Postmaster General, certified first-class Moorish government mailing, as well as U.S. Postal Service certified mailing. And this cause of action is hereby placed on the public record, for the public record, and letting the public record show that the following corporate persons are hereby called forth at this time, and each of you are commanded to state your name and nationality for the Moorish American people who are the Moorish National Republic federal government. Once you've stated your name and nationality for the record, you will then be required to respond to 3 questions by this living court. Your only response to these questions shall be yes if yes is true, or no if no is true. You're commanded to say nothing further, and no questions will be answered by this sovereign court. At this time, we call forth John Wilson, doing business as King County Tax Assessor, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof. John Wilson, doing business as King County Tax Assessor. John Wilson, doing business as King County Tax Assessor. Any agents, principals, heirs, assigns, or derivatives thereof. Islam. Mitzi Yohanet, doing business as King County Sheriff, and all agents, principals, heirs, assigns, any derivatives thereof. Mitzi Yohanet, doing business as King County Sheriff, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, any derivatives thereof. Islam. William Gates, doing business as Commissioner, South King Fire and Rescue, and any agents, principals, heirs, assigns, or derivatives thereof. William Gates, doing business as Commissioner, South King Fire and Rescue. William Gates, doing business as South King Fire and Rescue Commissioner. Islam. Glenn Messina, doing business as President and CEO, OCWEN Mortgage Corporation. Agents, principals, heirs, assigns, and any derivatives thereof. Glenn Messina, doing business as President and CEO, OCWEN Mortgage Corporation, and all agents, principals, heirs, assigns, and derivatives thereof. Glenn Messina, doing business as President and CEO, OCWEN Mortgage Corporation. Islam. Laura Belvin, doing business as Commissioner, Lake Haven Water and Sewer District. Agents, principals, heirs, assigns, any derivatives thereof. Laura Belvin, doing business as Commissioner, Lake Haven Water and Sewer District. Laura Belvin, doing business as Commissioner, Lake Haven Water and Sewer District. Islam. Mary E. Kipp, doing business as Chief Executive Officer, Puget Sound Energy. Mary E. Kipp, doing business as Chief Executive Officer, Puget Sound Energy. Mary E. Kipp, doing business as CEO, Puget Sound Energy. Any agents, principals, heirs, assigns, or derivatives thereof. There were several others on this court action. However, they were previously adjudicated, to include Andy J. Huang, doing business as Federal Way Police Chief, and Michael C. Bodson, doing business as Chief Executive Officer, Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, as well as Pauline Denise Ritchie, doing business as Pauline Denise Ritchie. And both those are in capitis diminutio minima and in capitis diminutio maxima. Islam. To all of the corporate officers, to all the corporate persons on this particular court action, you do not hold any offices over the sovereign Moorish Americans. You are public servants who shall assist in every way possible for the security and peaceful transition of the vast estate into the more than capable hands of the people who are the universal, original, indigenous, sovereign, natural, divine, Moorish National Republic Federal Government. We will hold this court action and its final justice until such time as we see fit to proclaim the justice on the public record. We will hold it over until that time. That being said, peace and grand rising to the sovereign, original, indigenous, natural, divine, Moorish American Islam.